All right. Hello, everybody. And now we are going to make Tammy host. Tammy, do I have a Rachel as a member?
Yes,
Okay.
she's new.
Okay. I'm going to say, I don't remember reading somebody. Okay, so here we go. I just let her in. Hello, Rachel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, here we go. Tammy. Oh, see what happens is it moves on me every time somebody comes in. Sorry, you guys, and I'm half blind. Give me 1 second. More, make host. Yay. There we go. You are the host, Tammy. And now you can let people come in. And you will have to go back and let them record if they would like to record as well.
Yep.
Boy, do I have a story for you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm going to get to some messages here, but this is an important story for everybody out there who is learning manifestation, learning the art of manifestation, which is an amazing thing, isn't it? So some of you have been watching me for a very long time. I've been up here doing free readings and messages from spirit for years now. And a few years ago, 2019, I paid off one of my credit cards, and they had sent me, or I had paid off a little bit too much. So I paid off like $2.79 more than what I was supposed to. So they sent me a check for $2.79. And this was when I was first learning the art of, like I said, manifestation and visualizing things and the importance and the power of that. So I took this little check here for $2.79, and I manipulated I used a, what do you call it? Sharpie or whatever, a fine point Sharpie, and I changed the amount, the decimal points, to make it look like a $2 million check. And then I changed the date for a year forward, and I changed it so it was 2019 when I received it, and I changed it to 2020. And then, and I talked about it at the time. The reason I'm telling you guys this is I told everybody about this, but that I was doing it when I did it. So if you've been watching me for a while, you might remember this. So anyway, so I took this check and I put it on my wall and behind my bed, and I left it there, and I looked at it all the time, and I never thought nothing of it really when we moved to the new house. Well, fast forward now, it's 2021, and I have been waiting on some money that the government owes me for some time, and it's been extraordinarily frustrating. And it certainly isn't $2 million, I'll tell you that. However, it is a good chunk of money that they have owed me for a long time. And finally, yesterday, it happens to go through. Yesterday and today, the other half comes through. And I want you guys to take a peek at this check date that we have on here. See if we can see this. Can you guys see that? It says August 21st, 2020. That's today. That's absolutely today. So this check manifested itself into a good chunk of money today of all days. And not only is it the same date that's on this check, Amber, you were watching me back then. Do you remember this?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Well, isn't that insane? On the exact same day that's printed on this check, that money came to me. And
yes.
not just that, you all know I lost my dad this year as well.
Wow.
Today is his birthday as well.
Oh, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday, Amby. Well, that's special for me because I get to, again, that's a synchronicity. I know my dad's here because he's bringing somebody with his birthday so that we can talk about birthdays and stuff. And I got goosebumps everywhere. My dad's peace offering to me and a bit of my own manifestation, right? So if you guys need, I want you guys to remember this. And I want you to remember there's an important lesson in this. I had wrote on here to manifest it for 2020. But it took until 2021 for God to align it. And it's actually more perfect this year because I wasn't ready for it last year. If I had have been given it last year, it wouldn't have gone to the right places. So the moral of this story is you can have whatever you want in your life, anything. Put your mind to it, visualize it, do some crazy, funny thing like this, and let God show up for you in ways that blow your mind. It is a cool time to be alive. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Okay, so Ambi, it's your birthday, so you get to go first. How you like that?
Okay, thank you. Thank
Nobody's
you.
gonna complain about that. All right, all right, all right, all right. Slow this down. Your son is like so excited. I'm telling you. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes for me and both feet flat on the floor. I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. Okay, so hold on. So your daughter or sorry, I shouldn't say daughter. I got a female with your son. Your son is coming through with the female. It feels like a mother figure. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But is your mom on the other side? Is this grandma? Because she goes above.
She's my sister. She's my sister, but she's much older than me, and she always comes through
Like a mother figure.
yes.
So they come through together. She's like, you're not getting through without me. I need to say happy birthday as well. And then the first thing I felt, hon, was open space. I felt like I could just breathe. I don't know how to understand that. They took a deep breath and they said, look at this. This is so amazing. Best birthday ever is what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand that? Are you like in open fields or around horses or something? Like I'm seeing like open.
Well, I'm moving, and I'm moving actually on my own with me and my children. So I'm actually going to be solo after like maybe 18 years.
That's why she's like, we can breathe now. We can breathe now. We can breathe now. And she's clearing all of the clutter, all of the any obstacles that are in your way. Do not worry about them. They will help you get rid of the obstacles and clear them out of the way. Your son is very proud of you because it's almost like he's making me feel like you guys should have done this a long time ago, but you couldn't because of the health conditions and stuff going on with him. So he feels, I want you to know that the way he's making me feel is that he's so proud of you guys and free now on that side because he knew that he was holding you back from being able to do what you needed to do. So he's so proud of you. I keep seeing and smelling horses around you as well.
Yeah. Well, we did recently find friends that do have horses that live out of town. It's Shute's dad. Through Shute's dad, he went out of town, and there was a horse that was there that doesn't usually greet people, but as soon as Goyot came, the horse just came running out of nowhere and just started going right up to him and like cuddling him almost. And
you know what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm covered head to toe. I wish you guys, the camera would pick this up, but you can't see it. The hair's this long up, like literally my whole body right now. That was so your son. You know that, right? He's trying to give you guys, help you guys feel peace, which you've deserved for so long and you haven't been able to feel for so long.
Yeah, that's true.
He said, don't worry, I'm going to help with the truck. It's not a big deal. It's going to be easier than you think. There's something about a moving truck or something. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Well, there's
It's almost like you thought you had something lined up, but then it becomes not so reliable. And now I can feel like well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Your son's like, that's just breeding grounds for me to step in. That's just giving me an opportunity to step in and help you out. And then just know, Mom, that was me that sent the truck.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
He's talking about back to school. Slow this down. Do you have two kids going back to school?
Uh, well, three. Three.
Why is there two? So it's funny because even before you said three, my other finger was starting to come up, but there's two and
Oh,
then three, two and then
yes.
three.
Well, when Shute's dad goes to Mexico, Ocelot, my son, is possibly going with him.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
He said he's proud of you for that too, because that's not an easy decision to make. But he wants
Yeah.
you to know that it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He goes, and then, you know what? I don't know if you just had a career change or something, or if you're looking for a new job, but he said,
Yeah.
Mom, I'm helping with that too. It's not going to
Yeah.
come yet. It's going to come after the move
Yeah.
because you have other things to think about. And if you were trying to keep up with a new job and move at the same time, you would lose your mind. So
Yeah.
don't feel stuck if you've been waiting because
Yeah.
it's just on the other side of that move.
Oh, okay.
They gave you a cake. Now I know it's your birthday, but he gives you a cake and he says it's important. And so I think the way he's saying that, were you thinking of never mind, I don't need a cake, I don't need to do anything, I don't need to celebrate really?
Yeah, I wasn't really making a big fuss about a cake.
He wants you to.
Yeah. Well, I got some girlfriends tonight that are grouping together to say, okay, we're going to karaoke tonight. And if you don't have a sitter, we're finding one for you.
There you go. No, your son is like, thank you, thank you. And your sister, she's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel her influence a lot in that because she knows what you like. And I feel
Yeah.
like it's because they said it's karaoke that you're like, fine, twist my rubber arm. Just know that's your family on that side bringing this to you. And they're so glad that you're learning to bake in happiness and joy instead of stress and unease. And they're so proud of you. Okay, they're pulling their energy back, but then I saw something weird. So give me a second. There's an older gentleman that when they pull their energy back, the grandfather figure comes forward as well and says happy birthday. And then he gives you a gift. And I don't know what this is. It looks like some kind of pipe or something, or a flute or a wooden thing. I don't know what this is. Do you understand what that would be?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah,
It feels cultural, I'll be honest.
yeah, yeah,
If somebody comes and gives you something very cultural for your birthday, know that this is your grandfather stepping in and offering you a birthday gift as well, because it feels very much like he's honoring you, like it's a birthday gift, like it's an honoring gift, and it's traditional because he's proud of you for looking into your roots more and getting into your roots and doing things within your roots and your community. Do you understand that?
yes.
It makes him so proud. And then he goes, and I got the boy here. I got the boy. He's good. Your son is so happy on that side. And he says that he's so happy that you hear him and connect with him. Because I'm seeing the butterflies or the
Yeah.
dragonflies. And I see you going, that's my boy. He's like, she knows I'm there. She knows. That's funny. I'm just glad, he says the butterflies. Spirit uses weird things to show you when they're around. And as a medium, I have the weirdest experiences. So last night I had, right before my group that was coming here, all of a sudden, all over my windows, my screens in my living room and my patio door was covered in these little aphid looking things. It was just covered. They came out of nowhere. They were everywhere. And I'm freaking out because I got a group full of people coming and I'm like trying to smack them off the window. I'm like, what's going on? Close the blinds. I don't want people to think I got bugs. And then in the reading, the lady that was sitting right in front of the window, guess what? She lost her boyfriend many years ago who happened to be an exterminator.
Oh, great.
And when we went and looked in the window after she was sitting down, the bugs are completely gone, disappeared. Crazy. So spirit will use things in nature to make them act unnaturally so that you get a message that they are there with you. So do not discount the subtleties that you're experiencing in nature with the horse and with the grass and with the things like this and the birds and the, you know what I mean? Even the bugs.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
your son
yeah.
uses the elements to speak to you.
Yeah, he does. I mean, like just waking up this morning, I woke up looking at the leaves and the tree outside,
Yes.
and the leaves just looked like a face. It all shaped into a face, and I right away I thought of Shute, and right away I thought of my dad, and then I was like, oh, and then it dawned on me it was my birthday, and I knew it was them right away. Saying happy.
Oh, thank you. When you said my dad, he goes, yeah, I'm not a well, I am a grandfather. I am his grandfather. That's why I feel the grandfather figure, because he's the grandfather of your son. This is your dad I'm talking to.
Yeah, yeah,
You knew that, didn't you?
yeah.
He's like, she knew. You just didn't, Blondie. Catch up. So please know that is absolutely them, and they're there with you this entire day. And like they're ending this reading with the same thing they started with. Best birthday ever.
Oh my God. Yay.
Aw, they love you so much. They're pulling their energy back, hon. I hope that was helpful.
Yeah, yeah, it was for sure. It was exactly what I needed today.
Awesome. Have an amazing birthday. I can't wait to see what they do for you at karaoke, because that's them setting that up, wanting you out of the house. Enjoy.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, hon.
Okay, thank you so much.
Take care.
Means a
Okay,
lot.
Wanda, I have to come to you. I think the last group that we had on here, we didn't get to you. So I said that you were going to be first up today, but I didn't know that it was going to be someone's birthday. So you're second up. So hope that's okay. She's like, okay, fine. I'm sitting here being all mad at you, Tracy.
Yeah. No.
She's like, yeah, wait, no, what did I agree to? No, no, no. Are you ready to do this, hon?
Yes.
Your energy is just incredible today. I got to tell you, can you feel even? I mean, so is Andy's energy great, and now I'm hitting yours, and my energy is just going through the roof. So interesting. Okay, close your eyes for me. Both feet flat on the floor. I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling them all the way up through your body, and then I want you to blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. Ha. Funny, I've heard this theme in my head all week, and I'm hearing it loud and clear. I heard the song come in, and then I saw your daughter and I'm pretty sure this is mom for you. And there's two other ladies with them. I'm not exactly sure who they are. Anyway, I heard this song, and then I saw these women coming through. And when I say that, the brothers are behind them going, we're here too, just so you know. Okay, guys, slow down. The song I'm hearing, and that I've been hearing all week, it's just really relevant to you today, is This Little Light of Mine, I'm gonna let it shine. You know that song?
Yes.
And your mom, it is your mom that's on the other side, correct? The mother figure that
Yeah.
because she shows me this, which is my symbol for pride. And then I hear that song and I see waves of energy. Maybe that's why I could feel the energy wafting off of you so strong, because it's like the sun. It's like if you're so positive, people can't be negative in your presence. And there's something about you walking away from the negativity and choosing not to endure it. So they're talking about some situation that happened or some drama that people tried to pull you into. It's like they tried to hook you in and you were, there's your hook. I'm out. Do you understand that?
Yes. I'm getting better with my boundaries and, staying away from the negativity. Yeah.
And it's
Because
making a
it can
difference.
drain you.
It's making a difference because it's not only making a difference in the way that you are feeling every single day, But the way that you are feeling when you're feeling better every single day, that means that you're making better choices and decisions now than you were before. So because you are feeling better, you're more protective of that peace, right? You're more
Yes.
protective to keep it. Okay,
Yeah.
what does this mean? Slow this down. The women are they're telling me the reason why they're all here together is because you guys are cooking something or we're baking something. There's some kind of dinner or something that is going on.
Oh,
There's a whole bunch of women in the kitchen. They're like, come on, we got to get ready for this. Let's go. We're doing this. Like, this is what we need to be doing. So a wedding,
oh.
something like this coming up is a big event. There's a lot of people to feed.
I do have upcoming, well, I don't know if it's a dinner, but next week that I've been really thinking of preparing for.
No, this is very specific. If you cook it, they will come. If you cook it, they will come. Are you is there people that you've wanted to hook up with again to get to come and visit or to get everybody together kind of thing? Because
Yes.
all of the women are still showing up with the pots and pans. And now I'm hearing if you cook it, they will come. If you cook it, they will come.
Oh my gosh.
The way to get everybody together is to just send out an invite. And what they said is don't worry about who can make it and who can't and trying to do it on this date or so that this person can make it. And then what about that person can't? She's like, forget all that. Plan a date like 3 weeks from now so that everyone has lots of time to rearrange schedules if they need to and cook your little heart out because if you cook it, they will come.
Oh, okay. It is time for, feast time pretty soon.
What does feast time mean?
That's where we feed our ones that we have passed.
Shut up. That's a cultural thing. See, you have to understand I'm not
That's
in
a
your culture, so
cultural
I
thing.
don't know this, right? I don't know why they're telling me the things they're telling me, but I know that your whole family is showing up in order to say, cook, cook. So if this is something that you do once a year and this is coming up, that's what they're talking about. They know.
Oh, and then I did it for my sister when her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I had a big dinner and a cake, and we couldn't have fireworks because of the fire ban. But yeah, and
They
then I
would,
went to the graveyard.
they love that. And even when you're talking about that, when you say you had that dinner for her, I can feel the energy and the peace. I feel like people are making peace in order to be at these dinners. It's kind of like I drive back to Ontario not every single year, but most years. That's where most of my mom's side of the family lives. And they don't really talk to each other until I go down there. When I go down there, and they all live close together, but when I go down there, I make them all talk to each other. And there's no fighting or drama. They just get along because I'm there. And it's kind of like one of those things. Somebody has to be the hero of the family, somebody has to do it, right? And I feel like they're trying to inspire in you the routine of doing it more and more and more. Having the family, having that soft place to fall really makes a difference.
You're so right. That would be wonderful if I could and get the whole family together. Whoa,
You know what?
that's a
The first year I drove out to Ontario, I saw a similarity when you said that. The first year I drove out to Ontario, it didn't work so well. I went and saw one person, maybe another person in another city. I had to go all over the place to see everybody. The second year, a couple of them got together in the same place. And then the third year, even more of them got together. So the more you do it, the more people it will normalize to the people around you and it won't feel weird anymore. Now, when I go out there, everyone's like, oh yeah, Tracy's coming. We're all getting together. You see what I mean? So
yeah,
just keep putting out the love. Don't worry about the frustration or who's coming or who's not coming. If you put out the love and the routine of love, they will show up and you will help start healing. And you already are still helping to start healing in the family. But by disengaging from the drama and putting your attention on the love, you are changing the dynamics of your family. You just can't see it yet. It's kind of like you planted some seeds and they're still under the dirt, growing roots. You haven't seen
yeah.
the sprouts yet, but I promise you there's roots growing and taking shape. And your loved ones on the
Okay.
other side are just so proud of you.
Oh, good. Yes, because I've been really, I guess, having to use my patience more because I keep thinking, I wonder if it's, you know, things are going to change. And
Yes,
then
but they
I
don't. Here's
forget.
the thing. God gave me an analogy when I was in the shower this morning. He said, you could look at a red wall and be frustrated and angry at that red wall all day long for the rest of your life, and it's never going to change into a yellow wall. If you want a yellow wall, you have to go get the paint. You have to pour it in the tin. You have to buy the rollers. You have to paint the house. You have to do
Yeah.
something to move you the energy in the direction that you want. So if you always do what you always got, or if you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got. If you see something that is not the way that you want it, put the effort into making it the way that you want it and give it time. Because just like this check, it might not work out in your time, but it will work out in God's time. You are
Okay.
so on your way there. I feel like you are teaching your family how to be in a positive place with no bullshit allowed. Excuse my language. And they're like, you know what? If they're at your house and the bullshit starts, you can be like, there's the door. It's not tolerated. And welcome them back the next month. Of course, you're welcome back, but no bullshit. You will be escorted. You understand? This is how we teach people through love.
Yeah.
You're on the right track.
Oh, that's so right.
They love you so much, Wanda. She's taken deep breaths and she kissed your forehead and she said, see, that's why we couldn't do this on the weekend, because there was some drama just yesterday or the day before, like, or not on the weekend, on Tuesday. There was it happened this week, was this other drama. So she needed that to happen before we have this talk so that you could understand what she's talking about.
Yes.
Hmm.
And that is focus on me and everything good will happen after.
Yeah,
Right?
and focus on what makes you feel good. So if having your family around makes you feel good, plan dinners and plan activities and don't worry about who shows up. You know what? Who's going to show up? The people who are meant to show up that day. And then the next dinner
Yeah.
you plan, who's meant to show up will show up. Just leave it in God's
Okay.
hand and do what makes you happy, and the rest will take care of itself.
Okay. I love that advice.
Aw.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
Your daughter is like, and mommy, just know that I'm here. Just know that I'm here. She called you mummy. I literally heard mummy. Did she used to call you mummy?
Sometimes when she really wants something.
Dinner. She wants to cook dinner with you
Yeah.
and have the whole family over. That's what she wants.
Okay. I'm going to
Oh,
do that.
awesome. Okay, I'm gonna let them pull their energy back. You have a great day, okay, hon?
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye.
Okay. See ya.
Okay, so I'm kind of going by who, because I got now Steph. I know I read for you a couple weeks ago, so you're watching, and that's great. But I got Kezia and I got Rachel, and I'm not sure who to start with. I'm gonna go with Kezia because you were here first, I think, but I will get to you, Rachel. Okay. Oh, goodness. How are you?
I think you can already tell just by the fact that you went, oh.
Yeah, right to my head. I went, oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ooh, okay, let's do this. Both feet flat on the floor. Please know it's been a long time since I read for you. I cannot remember who your loved ones are on the other side, so we're going to validate all over again, okay? All right, both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. Well, okay. Okay, so I don't know what this means. I feel bad because she's making me feel bad. But this lady steps forward and I feel like she's teasing, but a little bit annoyed at the same time. And she's like, what do you mean you don't remember me? And I remember this energy, I'll tell you that. She feels forceful. She feels not in a bad way, but kind of like bossy. She goes one above you, but it doesn't quite feel like grandma. It could be, I don't think it's mom. Do you have like an aunt or something on the other side?
I have my Tati Carol, but the one that usually makes fun of you is my Nana.
She's done this before.
Yeah.
The gentleman is there too. So she's here, but then there's a gentleman over there and he just has like a fedora on. He's not really saying anything, but he's just wearing this hat and he's standing there looking nice. He doesn't feel blood related. That's interesting. Are you married? I don't think you're married.
I'm going through a separation.
I don't know if this is somebody attached to him, like above him.
His biological father is on the other side.
That would make sense. That would make sense. And when you say biological father, that would make sense why I feel that separation a little bit, because I don't think they were as close as he wanted to be here in the physical world. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
It's interesting that you signed up today and that you're on today's live, isn't it? Considering that you have manifested a bunch of chaos recently in your world. And I don't think you're quite understanding how you did this, right? Wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. I don't think you're quite understanding that you did this. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Because they say that again and again and again and again. And yes, this is the grandma, the one that is like kind of bossy. She's like, you did this. And she's not saying that to cause blame. She's saying this because if you think somebody else is at fault for the reason why you're not happy, then you can't control where you're going. And you will feel powerless and scared.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that?
Yeah.
So she said that if you can understand that you control where you are right now, then you have the wheel and you can steer it wherever you want. But you have to learn to purposefully manifest where you want to go, right? She says that's where we get stuck because you're very well aware of the obstacles or the challenges that are in your world. It's like, well, I can't move because of A, B, C, and D, and I can't do this because of that, and that, and I can't do this. And it's like, I feel like you're counting that I can't. You understand that?
Yeah.
You have to start counting the possibility. Because she's like, look we got all this stuff possible. And then I'm seeing 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Oh boy, what was that?
Sorry, my dog.
Okay, we'll let you take care of that for a second. Interesting. You can hear the chaos. See, as soon as we start talking about chaos, what happens? We get chaos. Our words are literal manifestors. They are the vibrational creation before physical manifestation. That's what just happened there. Your grandma's teaching you a lesson right now. Let me tell you, she's trying to, about how instantaneously that can happen. Did you see that? Are we still muted, hun?
Sorry, I was just putting the dogs in their kennel.
Did you see your grandma make a point right there?
Yeah.
What you think and what you talk about instantly manifests. We were thinking and talking about the chaos going on in your life and your dogs lost their freaking mind.
Yeah.
That's how it works. If you are constantly thinking about the challenges, then you can't find your way to go where you want to go. You can't. And if you feel like your life is hard or you're stuck because somebody else is doing something to you, then you can't drive yourself from where you are to where you need to go. You have to understand that you can control this and you can get from where you are to where you want to go. Are you moving? Because I keep hearing about the move.
Well, this situation was really, really bad at the end, and I ended up, for my safety, having to move in with my dad.
And then they go, oh yeah, not what she wanted to do, let me tell you.
No.
But it's interesting because I'm seeing an opportunity to heal.
I keep saying that out loud. I've said that to a few friends that, like, this is the best spot I can be to get better and to get over the trauma and stuff like that.
That's what they just said. This is your opportunity to heal. This is your opportunity to give yourself a safe space.
Mhm.
Because if you are used to marinating in chaos, that is your normal. So you are going to be attracted to situations and people that have chaotic lives. That will be your normal. You have to get a new normal here. It's kind of like if you were brought up with alcohol, if you grew up with beer in your house every single day and everyone's drunk all the time, then being around drunk people would just be normal for you. Be like, what? And you would never understand why your life was hard. Because if you're drunk all the time, then life's going to be hard. You're not going to have money. You're going to be, there's just so much chaos that would come from that, right?
Yeah, I feel like this is subliminal messaging, and nobody else would understand why. But
Yeah.
I'm actually in recovery from alcoholism, and it's my 1 year on Tuesday. So
Oh, see, and you're absolutely right. That's how the dead communicate, especially when we're in a group or something. They will bring things up in a way that no one else knows what they're talking about except for you, unless you're willing to share that. So thank you for being willing to share that. But that's exactly what she's saying, is that if you want to remain in a place of sobriety, you can't go put yourself back into a place where there's a bunch of people drinking or something. And you can't blame yourself. Do not waste time blaming yourself for going back to somebody that feels familiar, that feels normal to you, because that was your sense of normal. You can't stare at that old sense of normal long enough to make it go away. The only way that you change that old sense of normal is by creating a new normal, which you've been doing over the last year. But I feel like this other person probably was not, because I get sick when I focus on his energy. So he's still drinking, correct?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but I've had suspicions that something might be happening.
Yeah. I gotta say, like, before you separated, you must have known, because they wouldn't highlight that for me unless you can validate that there was substance abuse of some sort going on, or at least suspicion of it.
Yeah.
And then it's interesting. I just talked to my niece this morning, and she's in a pretty bad way in a relationship as well. And I asked her flat out, I said, please tell me, why do you stay? Why? I need to know. Why? Why are you staying? You know this is not going to change. It hasn't changed for years. And I can't listen to you cry anymore. It's breaking my heart. Like, I'm willing to help you, but you won't go. Like, why? And she said, Auntie Tracy, I don't know what I did wrong. I can't understand. What did I do? Why? He wasn't like this in the beginning. So what did I do that made him change? Sweetie, you didn't do anything. There's nothing you can do that is going to make him love you the way that you need to be loved. You just have to understand that at this point in his life, he's not capable of that. And you have to be able to be okay with that and give yourself some boundaries, so that if you let anyone else in your world, they're going to meet those boundaries, not try to rip them down. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
She said that she wants you to really work on trying to recreate your future, trying to create your future instead of just reacting to whatever the past throws into your present. Do you understand that? I'm
Yeah.
going to say this again. She said she wants you to practice creating your future instead of reacting to the present that the past keeps throwing at you. It's like, you know, the way she shows it to me, I'll be honest with you. Have you ever played Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Yeah. I play with my kids. That piss me off, those little buggers. They throw those banana peels way up and I can't even see them. I'm driving, they throw them ahead of me and they're behind me and they shouldn't be able to do that. And then I wipe out. And I feel like that's kind of what your past is doing. Your past is doing. They're throwing you little banana peels up there to slip you up in your present. But if you are focused on the future, you're going to just go right around those and you're not even going to step in them. You got a little bit of healing to do before you start totally feeling better, but she's very proud of you that you're on this road. But I feel like there's a part of you that wants to go back again. That doesn't want to admit that this is over. Do you understand?
I kind of wanted closure today, and that's why my grandmother, like my maternal grandmother, passed away July 31st. And she didn't know before she passed away. And I just kind of wanted confirmation that like she knows now. I feel like she does because I feel like she's been keeping the kids safe. But
Yeah, that's why they're so direct with you about it almost feels like this, right? Because what do us moms do? If your kid runs out into the middle of the street, are we like, no, honey, don't do that? Or are we like, get on the freaking road, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
that energy there of like trying to protect you and trying to the way that they can protect you is by helping you learn to control your present to take you into a future that you want. Do you understand that? So I'm going to go specifically to the grandmother that passed recently because it had been some time since you've seen her or she was a distance or space away. She shows me the distance or space. She shows me that she goes, don't worry, honey. My hair is so pretty on this side. I can feel the relief around it that she finally got her hair done. Do you understand that?
Yeah, actually, right. The day before she went to the hospital, I was on a video call with her, and she said out loud, "I should have got my hair done yesterday." I was like,
That's what
"Nanny,
she
do
said.
your hair."
He'd say, you tell her, don't worry, I got my hair done. It's all good. It's perfect. You should see the hairdressers over here, the best of the best. Oh, she's teasing you. She said, you can't blame yourself for feeling sad if you're watching a sad movie. You can't stop yourself from being happy and laughing if you're watching a comedy. Change the film. And I feel like that's what you're doing. But you have to understand that your emotions don't just automatically change. It's going to take some time to heal that wound. It's like if you had your hand on a hot burner for a week and then you took it off, it's not going to instantly feel better, right? It takes some time to heal. That's where you are right now. You're in the healing process. But as long as you can continue to move forward and not back, you're going to continue to heal. And you're going to move through this faster than you think you are. And then they're going to help with the kids. But you can't do what you need to do with the kids if you are in this vibration of helplessness. You understand that?
I do. A lot of the stuff you're saying is like inadvertently the stuff that I've been thinking about, like court and stuff. I've been like, oh, it's going to take so long and I don't know what's going to happen. And so like you say, it's not going to take as long as you think is like, that's stuff that's been.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. When you say stuff like that to yourself, court's going to take forever and blah, blah, blah. How does that feel? Does that feel all happy-dory, hunky-dory fun? Woohoo! It's going to take forever. Yes. No. So stop saying that to yourself because you are creating your reality. Did you hear what I said about this check? Did you hear that story? When they printed this, I had $2.79. I turned it into a lot more than that. And that wasn't because I sat around going, it's impossible. I can't do it. It's not happening. Nope, it's going to take too long. It's going to be hard. I didn't say that. I said it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. God's going to make it happen. I know it's going to happen. So I'm going to focus over here. And don't worry about it. Let your loved ones show up and guide you to where you need to go. She said, say that again. Let us guide you. Too often I feel like you're trying to do it yourself. And then the other nanny said, just like when she was a little girl, no, I do it. That's what I can just see that little stubborn kid. No, I do it. I do it. You know what I mean? They want to help you with this. You can't get from where you are to where you want to go by yourself. You need the help of your non-physical loved ones and God. They will get you to that place. But keep taking 2 steps forward and move slow, baby steps. Growth happens in baby steps. She said she's glad that you're signed up here now because now you can get a refresher every month and they have a plan for you. Are you going back to school? Because I'm seeing like school in like January.
Yes, I'm going back to school in the fall.
We'll wait for those to stop and then say that again. Funny, funny. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I just put them outside. Yeah, I'm going back to school in September.
Oh, September.
Yeah.
So I see by January things really picking up pace, just so you know.
Mhm.
They're both, I see one on each side kissing your cheek, going, deep breaths. Start planning things and doing things purposely that will make you feel better. That's why your grandma used to get her hair done all the time. It made her feel good. Go do something that makes you feel good and let them show up and surprise you. Ask for help for every little thing, not because you're incapable of doing it on your own, but because it's their way of being interactive in your life right now. And because when we work together cooperatively, everything is impossible. I'm possible. That's what impossible actually means. Aw. I hope that was helpful, hon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. They're pulling their energy back. I'm gonna let them go there because now I'm going to Rachel and there's somebody standing behind her and I'm getting so hot because they're like, you're not passing us this today. You're going to us. Rachel, I'm coming to you, but I got to turn my fan on. You have a lot of people on the other side. I am heating up like crazy. So give me 1 second. Go. All right. Can I get you to take your mute button off? Or where are you? There you go. I'm looking at my screen. I'm like, where am I going here? This is blonde.
Okay.
See, blonde.
Okay.
So welcome, first of all, to the THM Club. Have I ever read for you before?
No, you haven't. This is my first time watching.
Yeah. Well, I hope you're enjoying watching at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, that explains to me why I'm getting so hot. So if I've never read for you, because when you get a lot of spirit in the room, it's kind of the same thing as like when you get a lot of bodies in the room. Physical bodies have body heat, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing when you got spirit coming in. They have a lot of heat. So they're here.
Yeah.
Are you ready to do this?
Yep, I am.
All right. Both feet flat on the floor for me.
Okay. Just a minute. Yep.
I want you to close your eyes. And then when I'm done talking, I want you to take a deep breath. And I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body. And then I want you to blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus.
Okay.
Okay, so have you heard me explain what I mean by puzzle dump?
Pardon?
You don't know
Puzzle
what I
dump?
mean by puzzle dump, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, so this beginning part, when you do that connecting exercise, I call it a puzzle dump because it's kind of like when you're building a puzzle, you have to dump out all the pieces and organize them to figure out how they fit.
Okay. Yep.
So when we do that connecting exercise, it's like a puzzle dump because there's a huge amount of information that just washes over all of my senses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you everything I'm picking up, and then we'll go back and figure out how that fits together, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So right away, I'm very aware that there is somebody here who passed before we would think of as their time. There's somebody that stepped forward with white lighters all around them. White lighters are beings on the other side that are pure white light, and their job is to help souls heal. So typically I will see them surround somebody who either takes responsibility for their passing, committed suicide, or whose passing was sudden, unexpected, or traumatic in such a way that there's a lot of healing needed for the soul that passed or the people that are left behind. I'm well aware that there is a father figure here. I'm not sure if this is the same person or not, or if there's so many people here. I'm not sure who's who yet, but there's something to do with a father figure because I'm hearing daddy's hands. I'm seeing space that they've been there for some time or they've been on the other side for some time.
Yes.
Okay, who is this to you?
My dad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He would have passed away about 35 years ago, maybe.
Wow. So way before his time. And I taste blood. Was this an accident of some sort?
Yes, it was. Yeah. It was in a car accident. Yeah.
Yeah. because I
Mhm.
tasted the blood. And then he goes, but it was instant, Tracy. Let her know that there was no suffering. I was on this
Mhm.
side.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then he's like watching you. He's showing me age regression or age progression, which is what they do. And they show me that they've been watching over you for your entire life. So you were just
Yes.
a kid when this happened. Like I'm seeing little,
Yeah. Yeah.
like 2
Mhm.
or 3 even. How old were you?
I was about 10. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, honey. Okay,
Mhm.
slow this down. Slow this down. Slow this down.
Mhm.
This is interesting. This is Rachel.
Mhm.
You go by another name sometimes?
Uh,
I think I
well,
know. I'm sorry, but you can't trick me.
I have a
This is
nickname, but
Catherine?
I don't get called it anymore. But like when I was a kid, yeah, I had a nickname.
Okay, this isn't Catherine. Um, it's so weird. He's calling you another name, and your energy and your story is so similar to another girl that I know, and it's just trippy. Okay.
Oh my God. That's probably my sister because that's how she told me about you.
Oh, shut up right now.
No, yeah, because yeah, she's
Catherine
the
is
one who
your
told me.
sister?
Pardon?
Is Catherine your sister?
No, not
Oh,
Catherine. Tanya.
okay, interesting. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're here using a lot of synchronicity and cooperative incidences to get you
Yeah,
here, but
because it was
they're
my
here.
sister Tanya who told me about you. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now that we established that this is your dad, he's pushing everybody else back. Your dad was so insistent that he was getting through today. He's like, I know
Mhm.
you were getting close to your time, but you were not leaving until you told my daughter I was here.
Yeah. Mhm.
He's so proud of you. He's like, tell her how proud I am of her. I was at her graduation. I'm seeing him on stage with you twice. Interesting. So did you graduate
Yes.
high school and college or something?
No, I just like did a lot of programs, like finished programs and stuff like that. Yeah. Hmm.
He's so proud of you. He's like, she doesn't brag, but she's like the best in her class. He's totally watching over. Oh, hold on a second. He showed me the soul of a child and then he handed the child back to you. Did you have an abortion, miscarriage, something like that, sweetie?
No, no. But my uncle did tell me a story about my daughter before she was born, that he had a dream of her and my dad was holding her in the dream. And then when my uncle met my daughter when she was a baby, like he didn't know who she was in the dream. But my uncle told me that when he first met my daughter as a baby, he said that was the baby that my dad was holding in his dream.
Your dad's confirming that right now because that's what
Yeah.
he's showing me, holding this baby and giving her to you. But he said, I'm giving her back to you. I didn't want to give her back.
Yeah, that's what
I
I always
heard.
told my daughter. I was like, you were like with your grandpa on the other side, just until you're ready to come to me. Yeah, that's what I always told her. Yeah.
Your dad says you are such an amazing mom. He's showing me the pinky finger, which is my symbol for having more mothering ability in your pinky finger than most people do in their whole body.
Yeah. Hmm.
He says you need to remember that too, because sometimes you're a little hard on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put this down. And then he handed you a bunch of money and he says, this is for back to school. Is somebody going in junior high this year?
Yeah. My younger daughter, she's starting junior high this year. Yes.
That's because he's like, this is to celebrate for junior high. He's sending some money your way. And I don't know if your daughter's got all these demands now that she's in like junior high. I need like name brand this and name brand that or what's going on. But he's like, you're going to need money for this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Supposed to take her school shopping next weekend before school starts. Somehow.
Make sure you don't say somehow. Say, Dad, this is on you, Dad. You're paying for it. Woohoo! And watch him line up something in your world where you end up getting money that you weren't expecting. It will happen.
Okay. Yeah.
But you have to ask him, right? You got to
Yeah,
say,
I
Dad,
will. Yeah.
show me and help me. Send me some money for my baby's school clothes. And then when he does, you're going to feel his presence. Because let me tell you, he said, I am not dead. I'm not dead with your sister anymore. She talks to me all the time now. And she knows that he's there and can feel his presence in her life. And he said, that's why he's glad that you're here right now, because over the next few months, we are going to teach you how to learn his new language. And by the time that your membership is over, I mean, you can always renew if you want, but you will also be able to communicate and understand those subtle, the subtleties that are spirit language.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He gave you a rose, and it's interesting because it was Ambi's birthday recently, but he handed you a rose, which is my symbol for birthday, anniversary, or something that happens once a year. Actually, I think I'm coming up closer to Halloweenish area. Who's got the birthday either end of September or October? Who does?
His birthday was actually in October, but my other sister, her son, her baby, he's 3 right now, but his birthday is in October too.
Your dad loves that. He did that on purpose, because you guys always think of your dad when you see your nephew.
Yeah. Yeah.
They will do that. They will have babies born on their day or their birthday or their death day or something, some day that reminds you of them, so that every single year on that child's birthday, you feel their energy and you know that he's watching over you.
Yeah.
Put this down. Brum, brum, beep, beep, here we go. I don't know what that means. Brum, brum, beep, beep, here we go. Either you're going on a trip or you just got a new car or something. You understand what he's talking about?
Not that I can think of right now, no.
He's still pushing it at you. Hold on. Do you need a car?
Actually, no. I have this, I've never driven in my life. I'm like terrified of driving.
That's why. But what did I say? He's pushing you. He's like pushing it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's
I
like,
guess,
brum,
yeah.
brum, beep, beep. Oh, I know why he's saying that. Oh, sweetheart, you are not going to go that way. Do you understand that? You are not going to go that way. Your dad said that you are going to live longer than you want to. Put it that way.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
are not going to pass in a car accident.
Okay. Yeah. Just
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? You don't want to drive? And your dad goes, hello, it's a little traumatic, don't you think? And but he said you're going to be really good at it, and being able to drive is going to help you to, because I can feel some anxieties around you. I think you must have a little bit of an anxiety. I don't want to say disorder because it's not a disorder. I'm going to say habit. It's an anxiety habit. You allow yourself to think about things that make you anxious, right?
Yeah.
When you think about things that make you anxious, you feel anxious, and then you run around going, I have all these limitations because I'm anxious. But you don't really have limitations if you can stop telling yourself you're anxious. So long story short, he's saying if you can teach yourself to drive, if you learn to drive, if you can conquer that monster, it will help you in every other area of your life. Every area. It will install in you a sense of freedom and a sense of accomplishment that that will ripple out in your life in ways that you cannot even begin to understand, sweetheart.
Yeah. 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 I think about that, but yeah.
He said, just know that this is dad giving you courage and trying to help you. Know that I am there with you, and I'm not going to take my eyes off you. When you get in the car, I'll be there with you. And then he's like, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And he's trying to make it funny. Honk, honk, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
He's literally showing me the engine. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Yeah.
Oh, he loves you so much. I can just feel so much relief coming off of him, that now that you guys have this connection again. He said, thank you for what you're writing as well. Or he's proud of you for what you're writing, is this feeling that I get. I don't know what this is. Did you just, and I'm seeing this. This is my symbol for tension or struggle or challenge in a relationship. Did you just go through a breakup?
Well, probably over a year ago, but yeah.
You're still a little bit in that challenge. And I think there's something about the writing. Have you been doing more journaling or more writing?
Not really, but like on Facebook, like on the like anniversary of his death, I'll write like his birth date and then, when he passed. Yeah. And then, yeah, that's all I say. Like, I put like not a day goes by that I don't think of you, and yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't want you to just think about him. He wants you to interact with him. So he
I
wants you
do
to
that too sometimes. Yeah, because like
yeah, he's
I'll
like,
talk to
give
him
me
like in my
missions.
head sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, I will do that. Yeah, I do that sometimes.
And then he just said that he watched that sunset with you. Or sunrise, one of the two. I'm watching the sun either going up or coming down, but I'm watching it and it's very calm and peaceful.
I can't even remember when I did that. But
I feel
yeah.
like I'm around the water. Did you go like somewhere around water for your honeymoon?
No, not a honeymoon, but a couple of years ago, my sister took us to Niagara Falls for a holiday. Like,
There we go.
yeah.
And there's something about a sunset or a sunrise while you're standing there.
Well, we were outside a lot in the evenings, and like it wasn't just there, it was like Toronto and other places. But yeah, like there's this one place we went to, Elliott Lake, and
Yep.
it was really nice there. Like we'd be sitting outside and stuff. Yeah.
Your
Mhm.
dad loves the outside, hey? Oh my goodness.
Mhm. Yeah.
Please know that he's there. And he's like, you know what, baby steps, we're gonna get through this. He's giving you some homework of asking him for help. So he's like,
Mhm.
if you want, milk today, ask me to get you a deal on milk and watch you go to the store and it's like marked off 50% or something like that. I don't know.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Ask for things and watch him show up, because you're not asking for things because you're greedy or anything like that. It's because
Uh-huh.
when they show up after you've asked for it, you feel their presence, not their loss.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he goes, by the way, kid, I love the hair.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have his hair? What does this mean? I love the hair. And I can feel
Um.
it saying a similarity or something. I don't know what this means.
Well, I just like just I guess recently cut my hair, but that's about it. But I always just wear it like up in a ponytail kind of bun thing. So that's all I can think of. Because yeah, I think I just did that a few days ago.
You cut it a few days ago?
Yeah, myself just. Yeah.
That's why. I'm like, why
Uh-huh.
would he be saying that if it's no big deal? They don't just say something if it's no big deal. If you did it yourself, that's why he's saying it, to validate that he
Yeah.
was there with you when you cut your hair. That's what he wants you to know. I am here now. And you watch over the next few months, and any of the people who are members on here will tell you this, that as you start talking to them more, they start talking back more once you start understanding their language. And
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
he's so excited about that because
Yeah.
it's been too long that you guys have been separated.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He just kissed your cheek and he's like, and don't worry, we're going to talk a lot about the kids next time.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he
Yeah.
loves you so much. He's pulling his energy back. I hope that was
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right. Well, I look
Yeah.
forward to talking to you again soon here. And
Uh-huh.
Steph, I'm not going to come to you today because I think we're getting close to our time and we just read you recently, but I am going to give you a shout out and say hi.
Hello, I'm just cleaning anyways. I've just got you in the background.
There you go. All right. Well, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I know I am. The reason why I was late was because we got the renovations going on for the THM Center downstairs. Next weekend is the first afternoon with Spirit in a year and a half. So I am just through the moon excited. So this weekend I'm going to do some shopping for pictures and stuff to get up on the wall, but exciting.
Yay.
So thank you guys for waiting for me, and I will see you guys back here again on Tuesday.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.